What are?
My glasses.
Oh.
All about them. Glasses. Glasses.
Glasses?
Blue light in them.
Oh, okay.
What?
Let me
Share.
let me share.
So my glasses have blue light blockers in them. So every time we go on here, it bothers me because I have blue glasses. Blue.
Well, they're reflecting the white,
Yeah.
but it only comes through as the blue.
Obnoxious. I'll just stop looking at myself with
Okay.
my glasses and I'll be
Can
okay.
look at
Hey,
myself.
there's one live viewer. Hello, one live viewer.
Welcome, ready?
So let's talk about how things are going today. Things are going good today.
Yep.
Yeah, I had something to say and I think I forgot what I was going to say.
So this is the part of the video, the live video, where I share the video all over the place.
And I talk about something dumb or something regular. And so, hi Tamara. I'm trying to be happier with myself. I think that that's good for me.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I was planning on coming home and doing my hair.
Amanda just joined.
Amanda, yay! Anyway, I was planning on coming home and doing my hair, and guess what I said to myself? Self, you look like a lady who got her kids up, got them ready to go up to camp, and braided her hair wet out of the shower, and that is just fine. You are a great self. That's what I said to myself. I don't need to do my hair because it's fine the way it is. So I'm going to be on this video and like myself the way I am. That's what I said to myself.
Yourself?
While I look at myself, while I work on myself.
That's right.
And now y'all need to go watch
It was, what's his name?
Jimmy.
No.
Dr.
The Hot
Jeff.
Pocket guy. What's the Hot Pocket guy?
guy's name? The comedian who looks at himself while he works on himself.
I don't know.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Somebody's gonna say it, and we're gonna feel dumb.
Jimmy. No, it's not Jimmy. Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan.
It
That's
is
right.
Jim. Hi, buddy. You want to come sit with me? Okay. You have to be part of it. If you're going to be part of it, be part of
That's
it.
right.
Sam has a whale on his shirt today,
Yeah, he does.
so he's awesome.
Okay.
Jim Gaffigan. Tamara got it.
Yeah.
Congrats on the new place. I'm headed to Park City in about a month. Hey, come and see us
Cool.
when you're in Park City. It's not that far.
No, it's not.
And yeah, that'll be awesome. Let's see here. What else happened today? Sam didn't have scouts today, so he's super bummed.
Yep.
And for dinner, Costco's provided for us. We had folios with pulled pork, and I melted mine in the
What are
microwave.
folios?
Folios are cheese, they're not tortillas. They're
Looks like a tortilla, but
cheese
it's not.
that's flat, and they're delicious. Do you want to go grab the folio package and we can show everybody what it looks like?
So
Thanks, buddy.
at the beginning of the year, they were very, very difficult.
To find. Now you can't find celery because everybody and their dog's making
Oh my
celery
gosh.
juice, which is stupid. I mean, I think it's stupid because I just want to eat it.
Every time I go to Costco, it's like,
I think celery every day.
is there any celery? And it's like, no, there's not.
Okay, here's folios. Parmesan cheese wraps, lactose-free, gluten-free, lactose. Okay, they're just, and there's 10 in there. They're like $1 a piece. They're like $10, but it's like,
I don't think they're that. They're not even close. I think they're like $4.
oh no, this is $10.
Is it?
Yeah, this costs $10. So we just keep using them like tortillas, and
She just keeps telling me to buy them, and so I do.
and then I have them and eat them, and they're way better than low carb tortillas because it's just cheese. Oh, somebody said something.
Yeah, how long are the Keto Chow bags good for after they're opened? I fell off keto and I haven't used them.
Oh yeah,
all.
get back on
They're
and
open.
use those. So like a year and a half, but honestly, it just, after the year and a half, the vitamins start to break down a little bit,
They oxidize.
but they're still good for a long
Okay, so
so.
one of the guiding, founding design principles with Keto Chow is for it to work for 3 meals a day
Ooh, Jessica.
for as long as you want. So everything is set up that way for 3 meals a day. So if you the expiration date is before then. The vitamins have more than 100%, or rather, each meal has more than 33% of the vitamins. After that amount of
those are
time.
at Costco. I'm sorry.
Well, they are at Costco. They're probably other places too.
That's
But,
where we find them.
Okay, hold on a second. Post. Done. Ready to engage.
Okay.
Okay. So
Vitamins.
yeah, so it's actually after about 6 months of being opened, the oxygen gets to it. Now you can make it last a lot longer.
Put it in the freezer.
Put it in the freezer.
But I don't know. I wouldn't. We've had ours for like a long time and just keep them in the cupboard.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. We do know that sometimes people on the East Coast have more humidity, and if they have stuff out open, not sealed in a container or sealed in a bag, that stuff goes bad faster
Yeah.
because of the humidity. But we live in the desert, so we don't have that problem.
That's true. But yeah, if you store it in the freezer, you'll slow down the chemical reactions because of the cold, and you'll slow down the chemical reactions because of less humidity. That's why they always tell you to store stuff in a cool, dry place. But
your bag should be fine unless they're
Yeah.
75 years old.
and even
Just
even
kidding.
if we recently had somebody post on the Keto Chow subreddit,
Oh, they
found
posted
some
a really old one.
really old.
Day bags. We used to do it in day service.
Yeah, so it was 3 meals in each one.
Yeah.
Those were for. Oh my gosh, my nose is itchy. Anyway,
Whatever.
those would not be suitable for eating 3 meals a day. You could have it maybe
you
once or
could
twice a
have
day. I'd only recommend once a day.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
you can see my roots. So yeah. I just noticed.
Okay.
It's very important.
It is.
Diane thinks so.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, and Trey, how do you say that? Franklin
Yep. So
is going to
planning
come
on-
see us at KetoCon and give
Nice.
us our password, which is
Keto is king.
Keto is King, and we'll give you a free sample.
Yep. All right. Jessica says waiting patiently waiting
Yeah.
this shipment. Should be here by Thursday.
It'll be so good, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where can you find the folios? Yep. And it was so funny. I knew that they were at Costco, and I would go to Costco, and they wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And the last time I went to the Costco by us, they had an entire refrigerated case of just folios.
Nice.
It was nuts.
Awesome.
So
I still have not found the Too Good yogurt. I know people say they're at Smith's. I have been to Smith's, and there is never Too Good yogurt
Smith
there.
/ Kroger. Sam, don't go in and out. You
So,
either come
Come
in,
in or come out. You can
or
come
you
in.
don't.
It's okay.
it's just very distracting to have you walking back and
Because
forth.
then we just watch you. What's your question?
Where's the downstairs Roku?
You can't have the downstairs Roku remote. The Netflix messes up with our bandwidth.
Sorry, buddy.
So you can use the Raspberry Pi.
Do you want to come show everybody the game girl thing that you guys
Pi
built?
Girl? Did
Pi
you find
Girl?
it yet?
Oh, was it lost?
I don't know.
Anyway, Winco and Target carry Too Good also. Oh well, I could go there. I actually want to go to maybe want to go to Target. I'm gonna go get Max a suit when Chris is at girls' camp tomorrow because our son Max is 13 and he's this big around
And growing really tall.
and almost as tall as me. So
Yeah.
he's like 5'6", but so skinny because he's just a tall, skinny guy. And so now all of his church pants are floods.
all of his
And
pants are
He's
floods.
just tightening it up on the waist. So I know Target has like skinny stuff, but usually it's too short anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Target. I was thinking about Kohl's. I don't know. Maybe
It's Target.
what's that other store? Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh.
I was thinking about Burlington Coat Factory.
Hey, what's on sale this week?
Chocolate!
It's-
So speaking of Keto Chow, chocolate is on sale this week, and it is the best flavor.
Well, it's
top
the top seller. I don't
It's
know if it's the best flavor.
delicious,
but it is
it's just good. Like
A couple weeks ago, we mixed up. It was probably like 25 of the chocolates.
and they're
And they totally all got eaten. One interesting thing: the cocoa powder in the chocolate. If you use warm water, has nothing to do with butter. Has nothing to do with anything else. If you use warm water, it changes the way that the xanthan gum works, and it doesn't keep the chocolate in suspension. And so when you go to the fridge in the morning, it'll be separated by density. That doesn't happen to hardly any of the other flavors. Chocolate mint has a little bit of cocoa powder, so you see that happen.
Today.
And that's because of the cocoa powder.
Yeah.
Chocolate peanut butter, it happens a little bit too because of the cocoa powder, but none of the other flavors have cocoa powder in them.
Well, the thing is, when it separates, it's not like gross.
Yeah, it's not like the fat has separated.
It's just different.
It's just that
You
you've
just
got
shake it up
different.
and
Yeah,
it's
you shake it
totally
up and it's fine.
Fine,
So
fine.
So
Should we talk about our stuff?
Renee wants to know: is there a big bag of Snickerdoodle to buy?
Yes.
So we have two sizes. We have the individual meals, and we have the big 21 meal bulk bag. That does not have 21 little bags in it. It has just a bunch of powder and a scoop.
So buy a Snickerdoodle and then make waffles with it because it's delicious.
And we have all of the flavors in stock of the big bags. Every single one of them. There are 4 flavors that we do not have samples of. The chocolate peanut butter, I don't know if we're ever going to get a sample of that.
It's sad.
It clogs the machine that makes samples. That's the long and short of it. We don't have the samples yet of this creamy tomato basil, the taco soup base, or the beef base. They're coming. They're actually probably going to be here next week. But yeah, let's
Tarina
see.
said that she'll be in Texas same time as us, but in Dallas for a different type of convention. Sad. But you should have some beef ribs because that'll be delicious.
That's what we go to Texas for.
Yeah.
Calgary, Canada.
Catching up Facebook Live. Okay, where's Calgary in relation to where we're gonna go?
We're Calgary is
far away,
right
yeah.
above Idaho.
Oh,
it's
that's
straight
like way far away.
Yeah, it's by Edmonton.
We're gonna go to Toronto.
Yes, we're gonna go to Toronto in August for the Great Keto Convention or something like that.
Yeah.
But and the Snickerdoodle does work extremely well as for waffles.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Add
some extra cinnamon.
Yeah.
I just do 1-to-1 ounce of cream cheese, so I do 8 eggs, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then a scoop of Snickerdoodle Keto Chow. And that probably is not posted on our website. We have like multiple waffle recipes though that are still good.
We do. We have. I haven't posted yet, but we have a recipe for a savory waffle to eat with like fried chicken.
Terry Black's.
Yeah. Yeah, we will be eating at Terry Black's barbecue. Trey wants to know: are we going to bring the samples to Austin?
If they're ready, we will.
We should.
Yeah,
we're probably going to put a bunch of them into a checked luggage bag.
Yeah, checked luggage.
So that'll be interesting.
Sam's over there.
Oh, and Brian fished. He came to our store today.
Yay!
So let's see. And thanks for making such a delicious product.
Oh,
you're welcome. Made it because I am excessively lazy, also known as I am relentlessly optimizing.
Let me fix my shirt. It's all wonky.
Okay.
Thanks.
You fix your shirt because it's all wonky.
Okay, subscriptions work more better. That was from last time.
It was, but we might as well talk about it again because last time
Hey,
was
Tori.
kind of weird. So the old subscription module that we used to have on our old website, if you wanted to change anything, if you were having any
It
problems,
was super tedious.
the fix was to cancel the subscription and make a new one. That was our solution to everything. With the new subscription module, you can do all sorts of cool stuff. You can postpone a subscription for a month or 2. You can switch flavors without canceling the subscription. There's just a lot of stuff that you are able to do. We even had somebody, they wanted to know, they're like, hey, I'm swimming in Keto Chow. Is there any way I can change the delivery schedule so I don't get another one for 4 months? And I'm like, I don't think so. And he said, oh, I found it. It totally works. I'm like,
yay!
Okay.
So then we looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, you can do that now.
Yep.
We got because we got the new platform or whatever.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. There's a couple questions. Catherine said, when do you think you'll be able to sell out of Canada? Oh yes.
So
we're still not ready.
So the local distributor, when we get that, is going to be it's not going to be like a store local distributor. It will be a fulfillment warehouse.
Yeah.
So people will place orders.
If you want to have a fulfillment warehouse, please have one and we'll send it to you.
Well, the company that we're getting the approval done through, they are the ones who are going to be doing the distributing.
Hi, Heather. From Iowa.
Let's see. Where is the new warehouse going to be? I posted a link to it.
It's going to be in Draper, which is just 10 minutes away. So
let's see.
now our warehouse is 5 minutes away from our house, and it'll be 10 minutes away from our house.
Oh my gosh, 5 minutes.
So I think we'll die. Actually, our daughter said she's not going to be able to walk there.
You can still walk there, it just takes a long time.
Yeah.
Kim wants to know about a blueberry Keto Chow. I actually had a blueberry cheesecake flavor of Keto Chow that I thought was pretty good. Miriam decided that the raspberry cheesecake would be better, and we had to stop somewhere. We have 21 flavors right now.
Yeah.
So we had to draw the line at some place, and right now it's very nearly literally bursting at the seams at the current warehouse.
Yeah.
We got 7 more pallets today. They're stacked up where the truck is supposed to be. I don't even know if they were able to park the truck where it was supposed to be.
They did.
Oh, they did? They somehow managed to get it in there.
Holly and I moved stuff.
But we're not going to be getting any more flavors anytime soon. Adding the 3 savory flavors was pushing it as it is. And that's one of the reasons why we're moving to a new location is
just everything.
finally be able to have more space.
It's gonna be great.
Heather says hello from Iowa.
Hello, Heather.
And Trey says my kitchen. My condo can be a fulfillment center.
Oh yes, that was fun.
But as far as adding new flavors,
we're not gonna right now.
no.
Oh, you can
Get the
do
vanilla.
it if you want to.
Yeah, get the vanilla Keto Chow. It is very, very versatile.
Then you can add whatever you want to it.
So you can add a handful of blueberries, run it through your blender.
Or 2 blueberries.
Yeah.
It'll still be delicious.
Yeah, it totally adds enough flavor. Or you can go to
flavoring 1-on-1 flavors.
Yeah,
And they just have these little
flavors.com.
extracts, and you can just you only need like 2 or 3 drops.
I put in like 12.
2 or 3.
You don't ever use them. Remember?
I have never used them.
Yeah, I use them all the time, and I put like 10
Why
or 12
should I
in there.
use it? Okay, this is my thing. Okay, why should I make it if you will make it for me?
And there it is. Except we did that Facebook with the Instagram live on Sunday where we made it together.
Yeah,
So,
we make it together. That's way more fun.
so
Hello from California. Doris.
Asalia.
Next thing, tomorrow we're doing a giveaway with Cauliflour Foods and Alterna Sweets. And
Cauliflour.
yeah, cauliflower.
Yeah, but it's spelled like Flour, right?
Yeah, it's spelled weirdly.
Yeah.
But we like their crackers and their pizza, whatever. What are they
Pizza
called?
crust.
Yes, pizza crust. We like their stuff, and they're a really nice company.
And Alterna Sweets, we like their stuff too.
And
It
they're
seems
really
like
nice.
every time we do a meetup, we end up opening up one of the bottles
Like every time.
and using it.
It's really nice to have on hand.
Yeah, I think
Alterna
there's
Sweets barbecue sauce
2 open
and
bottles
ketchup
in
and
the
the
fridge.
spicy ketchup. And they actually brought their barbecue sauce carbs down.
Oh
since
yeah,
last time. It's like
I
2
think they
cents.
took out the blackstrap molasses, is what it was.
Oh, maybe.
'Cause-
Anyway, it's really good. So
Yeah, it's
enter
really
the
good.
giveaway tomorrow. You can enter on any of those pages. Alterna
And-
Sweets, Keto Chow, or Cauliflour Foods.
And we have had people who have reported issues entering
Issues.
and getting credit for going to the web pages.
It still works.
It works, just if you're
sometimes-
having issues, use a web browser. Like use an actual desktop web browser. You can do it on your phone, you just have to do it right. You have to go to the page, you have to come back, you have to answer a question, and you have to submit. And it's a lot
It's
easier
kinda
to do.
tedious,
It is a
sorry.
little bit tedious to do on a phone. And I realize that most internet is on phones these days. But, okay, I'm an IT guy. I fix computers. If you're having a problem with something, number one,
I'll solve it.
there's actually a TV show called The IT Crowd. and there's a running joke. Somebody calls, and before they even hear anything, they say, "Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Are you sure?
Are you sure it's plugged in?" Okay. The number 3 thing is, have you tried doing it on a desktop computer instead of your mobile phone?
That's kind of obnoxious.
It is a little obnoxious, but yeah, if you're having problems entering the giveaways, if you're having problems ordering on a website, if you're having problems with just about anything, try it on a desktop instead of on the mobile. We actually had an issue today where somebody they were having problems with their subscription because their phone wouldn't scroll over to show them the button they needed to click.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
And they couldn't figure out how to zoom out to see it on mobile.
Oh, you know what? My keyboard was totally wonky today. It was
that's right.
It was like a widescreen keyboard when the phone was up instead of flat, and so I had to restart. It was fine.
Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Yeah.
What the what?
Tina, how's it going? Next.
Tina, come get some ham. Sorry. We're moving.
We talked about
We're moving warehouses to Draper. In probably at the beginning of July.
Which is a city in Utah.
Yeah.
It's right off the freeway, so if you come to Utah, you can go on I-15 and just come right there.
So right now our warehouse is on a major road, like actually on the road.
Burlington. I wanted to go to that store.
That's Burlington Co-Factory. It has nothing to do.
Hi, Stephanie.
Anyway, right now our store is on a major road, so people will sometimes see the sign.
And just see that it says keto.
And they'll be like...
We actually had a guy last week came in and he's like, "Oh, I was hoping you were a restaurant." I'm like, "Oh, I wish we were a restaurant. That'd be awesome."
Yeah. But now the store is going to be better. Everything is going to be just way better, but we aren't going to be right on a major road. You'll have to actually know where you're going.
I know, it's a destination.
But it'll be easier to find.
And it's really close to the freeway, so it'll be good.
Yep. Let's see, what else do we got? There was a question. Are all your ingredients from the USA? So
probably.
The xanthan gum, I'm not sure about. I think that you can only source that from China, actually. But it doesn't have the heavy metals in it that you would worry about from China. The acacia gum only grows in Africa. There's nowhere else to get it, so that's not from the USA. To the best of my knowledge, everything else is.
It goes through testing.
Yeah.
To multiple testing. It goes through testing at one place and then at a different place before it's released to us, and then we also do our own tests on it, so it's safe.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
What is my favorite dinosaur? The one that I can eat.
the beef ribs that you can get in Texas.
Ribs.
So Jessica wants to know, are the prices different when you do a subscription? Yeah, there's a 5% discount. So it's not much, but
it's something.
It's something.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice to have a subscription. I get collagen from Further Foods, which that's a good company, by the way. They have good stuff. And I can change the subscription like ours. And it's nice to just see the email that says, "Hey, you're going to get a subscription." And then I'm like, "Oh, great. I needed that anyway, so that's cool." And I can just have it come. Or I can go, "Oh, I actually haven't finished my other one, and I'm just going to skip that one."
Yep.
And then it'll be fine. So it's kind of nice to have a subscription. It just shows up. Mm-hmm.
Stephanie or Patricia said on one of your last posts, one with your daughter-in-law of shakers, I cringed to the top 2 row of mismatched shaker tops.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't have any more matching ones. It's super obnoxious. I really like to match them. That makes me so happy. But we just don't have that many. I just have to lower my standards of awesome matching.
Do you have a listing of the companies you endorse? We actually have...
We're working on a favorite...
our favorite things page.
And we have tons. Pretty much if we've done a giveaway with them, we think they're good.
Yeah. And I have the page mostly put together.
It's not important to him. Because it's not that important.
Well, it's like we've had we've been on vacation. We went on the cruise. Yeah. Then we went camping. Now we're going to KetoCon. A couple weeks later, we're going to be going to Keto Fest.
Also, we're going to move warehouses. And we have 6 children. Oh, and we go to church, and we have a house.
Yeah, so.
Food, and clothing, shelter.
I had a lot more time when I wasn't eating anything but Keto Chow.
Kids, food, chickens.
So,
we have
anyway,
chickens.
We don't have it posted right now, but we do have a coming.
Now that you've asked about it, it'll get more important.
It probably will get it.
We're going to have a favorite people page too, because we have a bunch of people that are really awesome that we really like, and we're going to post our Patreon so that you can go and join our Patreons because we really like them.
Mm-hmm. And
so you should like who we like because they're cool people.
Yeah. Patricia wants to know, are our kids going to KetoCon?
Nah, we don't want to pay for them.
No. So
it would be fun if they went to KetoCon. Maria really wanted them to come so that the boys could play together, and they had so much fun on the cruise together.
Yeah, our boys
they
and our boys.
They played with Danny Vega's kids and Maria's kids, and they just had a blast. Yep. So it would be really fun. But honestly, they don't work as hard as we do, and they
would be bored out of their minds.
They would be bored,
and they would be calling us every 10 minutes.
And they would cost us a lot of money to bring.
Yeah.
For us to say, no, you can't watch a movie right now. No, you can't have any ice cream.
Yeah, that's the call that we get all the time. Can I watch a movie?
Can I have some ice cream?
Yeah.
What we need to do, okay, we got this for Father's Day. I got Chris an
ice cream maker.
Cool ice cream maker that has its own compressor.
Yeah, you don't even have to chill it ahead of time.
You don't have to chill the bowl. You just plug it in.
It's got a freezer built in. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, so what we're planning on doing is not buying any more ice cream, or we could buy some and hide it behind, the hamburgers or something in the freezer and keep it for ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
And then just putting the Carrie Brown ice cream cookbook in front of the ice cream maker, and when they call, they'll say, "Can I have some ice cream?" And I'll say,
"Yes, make some." Afton McCurdy wants to know, why did you start this, and what was your motivation?
Oh, there you go. You tell them all the things, and I'll smile.
So the short version is, I started keto back in 2014. I wasn't getting the right nutrients. I got keto flu really bad. The stuff that I was eating tasted awful, so I came up with a recipe for a shake that would have complete nutrition and taste amazing. That original recipe is still on the ice cream maker support page. Yeah, we can probably post that. You'll have to remember that, the ice cream maker.
Yeah.
Anyway, Keto Chow.
On my phone while you're talking smartly.
So the reason why I made Keto Chow was, I was looking for something that would be easy for me to get the right nutrients, because I as an engineer, that's what I'm trained as. I'm always looking to optimize things, to make it simpler. I will spend 2 hours to save an hour, because I know it's going to come up again, and I'll save an hour, and then save an hour, and then save an hour.
It's super obnoxious at the time, but the first time I was really, really annoyed with it was we were shipping, and every single tracking number I had to take from this site and put it into that site.
Copy and
every
paste.
Single tracking number every day, every time we shipped, which wasn't very much when we first started, because
it was like 5 or 6 orders.
It was like, or 15, so it wasn't that bad. But then he spent 2 hours writing up this thing that made this talk to this, and I'm like, okay, I see how you're optimizing actually makes sense now. You're not actually wasting 2 hours of time, you're saving 2 hours for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it.
It was annoying at the time.
It's just the whole married to a computer guy, when you say, it'll take 20 minutes.
No.
It doesn't really. It's like the construction workers, 2 weeks.
Or I'm only going to try on one more pair of pants.
Just one more.
One more pair of shoes.
One more pair of shoes. I'm only going to buy 5 pairs of shoes today. And speaking of which, I did only buy 1 pair of shoes today.
When did you go to buy a pair of shoes today?
Online, while I was at the nail place.
Oh, hold on, here we go. Let's zoom in.
Oh yeah. Here's my nails. Can you see them? One of them is Swiss cheese. Oh, scoot over. Oh, my arm looks amazing. I have like old lady arms.
Here we go.
There you go. Look at my awesome. This is for KetoCon. I got Swiss cheese nails.
Yay!
So cute. Very cute. All the cute.
Okay, so let's zoom back out. Yes, that's why I made Keto Chow. I was looking for a way to get the right nutrition easily. And that's it. I think we did a good job.
And we keep changing it when we've discovered something is better.
Yeah, just because, I mean, adding acacia gum was
yeah, that worked out really well.
Switching to milk protein isolate. And Catherine says, thanks for confirming the ingredients do not have any of the items known estrogenic activity. So she's recommending Keto Chow to everyone at the breast cancer clinic.
That's helpful.
Ben wants to know what your thoughts on Keto Chow and MCT oil are.
Well, a lot of people use it. We don't. But we used to. When we first started, we used it. And I think you can use it if you want to.
So MCT oil, for those that don't know, medium chain triglyceride. It's basically coconut oil that you've taken out the longer chain stuff. Medium chain triglycerides, you ingest them, they go right to your liver and get turned into ketones. It's a lot like taking an exogenous ketone supplement, but you're getting the right kind of ketones because your body is making them. It costs a lot less, and you don't have to worry about a bunch of other problems. Now, there are some issues with MCT oil. Number one, too much of it causes, the technical term is disaster pants. Most people can tolerate a tablespoon per meal, and that's it. You go much more than that, and whoa, it can be really bad. MCT oil, it's not required on a ketogenic diet. There are people who use it because it will give them a burst of energy. So like you're lifting weights or you're working out. You take some MCT oil, it gives you more energy.
Yeah, because you're giving yourself ketones.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're giving yourself ketones. But MCT oil will not make you lose weight any faster because it is fat from outside.
Yeah. And you want to use the fat from inside.
Yeah. And so... And if your goal is to lose weight, MCT oil won't help. If your goal is to improve the functioning of your brain,
yeah, it'll totally help.
That might help if you're trying to help a elderly person with Alzheimer's. Probably. That sounds like a good way to do it.
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's, mood disorders.
Diabetes?
No, not diabetes. But anything with like a brain thing.
You're going to take a test.
Yes. So, yeah, using MCT oil will help. Now, I did a 100 days of Keto Chow experiment where I had nothing but Keto Chow, and while I was doing that, I was changing around the different types of fats that I was using to see what it would do to my
lipids?
Yeah, to my cholesterol, my HDL, my triglycerides. When I did Keto Chow with avocado oil only, didn't really change anything as compared to Keto Chow with heavy cream. When I did Keto Chow with avocado oil and MCT oil, it made my triglycerides go up, which is bad. It made my HDL go down, which is also bad. And I think that was because I had the monounsaturated fat from the avocado oil with MCT, whereas when I did it at an earlier time with a lot of MCT in the form of liquid coconut oil, which has a lot of saturated fat, I didn't have that result.
Isn't that weird?
It's very interesting. Then I followed up all of that with doing 2 weeks of Keto Chow with butter, which has a lot of medium chain triglycerides. Mm-hmm. And based on the results I got from that, my recommendation, people always say, hey, what fat should I use? It's like, butter. Use butter. If it's cheaper, it tastes amazing, it doesn't add any net carbs, it stores super well. By the way, I did just post the link to the
ice cream
maker
that I got. It's kind of expensive, but it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So
yeah, those are my thoughts on Keto Chow with MCT oil. And I would not have known how MCT oil affects my body if I hadn't done that experiment.
Oh, your shirt's wonky now.
So I like the wonky. There we go. Now, interestingly enough, Beverly was also doing the 100-day experiment at the same time. And her results weren't exactly the same, but we tracked together. When my numbers were going up and my numbers were going down, there was a corresponding movement in hers. Her HDL was way high all the time. And so even when hers came down, it didn't really bottom out like mine did. Bree wants to know how much butter.
Oh, do you want to post the calculator?
Yeah. So the amount of fat that you use, you explain.
Okay, the amount of fat you use is according to how many calories you want per day. And so, like, we're using right now enough for 1,800 calories, which is 2 ounces, which is half a stick of butter.
Yeah.
And that's to get, if you did 3, then it would be 1,800 calories. And that's because it's for my calories and the girl's calories and not his calories, and he just drinks it and it's fine. So anyway, we have on our calculator, it has a place where you can put in butter, and we also send in the shipping package a little cheat sheet that has the different amounts that you can use. You use the same amounts as you would of oil, so it's half as much as
Actually
you
not.
use of heavy
It's
cream.
close.
It's close enough.
So butter and oil, okay, so the relationship is you use half as much butter as you would heavy cream to get the same amount of calories. It's like 52%. It's very close to half. As far as the relationship of butter to oil, it's like you use 123% butter because it has a little bit of water and it has some protein in it. So,
There we go.
and Patricia and Afton want to know, do you use salted butter for every flavor? That's a matter of personal preference.
I think maybe we have.
We do.
Because that's what we buy. But honestly, I love salt. And I feel so much better when I get enough salt.
Yep.
And I feel like we never get enough salt. So I just salt the heck out of everything. You know when I salt that people think I'm weird? Cheese.
Oh no, that's a good thing to do.
Cheese that has salt on it is delicious.
It
and
is.
I salt boiled eggs. And I salt pretty much everything I eat.
Salt is the best flavor enhancer you
Yes.
can get.
And what salt do we use? Real salt.
That's true.
Because real salt is real delicious.
And Amanda likes unsalted butter. It's all a matter of personal
preference.
taste. Beverly likes unsalted butter
Yeah,
better
when
too.
Holly and I were hanging out with Carrie Brown and Taffany Elrod, and we were working on all the Keto Chow recipes. All the Keto Chow recipes we did, we used unsalted butter. So it's really a preference of what you want.
Yeah. And Sherry wants to know, what do you think of using unsweetened almond milk
Along with your fat? Sure.
So my dad actually
Lots of people
prefers,
do that.
instead of water, he uses unsweetened almond milk.
Yep.
It gives it a slightly different consistency,
A little different
changes
texture.
the flavor a little.
I know Carrie Brown's ice cream cookbook, which I'm thinking about a lot lately because the ice cream maker, you need almond milk for that. So we're going to have to go to the store
Or
sometime.
hemp milk.
Or hemp milk, yeah.
Now, funnily enough, is that a word? Funny enough?
Funnily.
So today
enough.
for lunch, was it lunch? I had root beer float, Keto Chow, with salted butter in it. It was amazing. It was super good. And that one would be one that I would think wouldn't work with salted butter, but
Root beer?
I thought it was
I
great.
still didn't taste that.
You haven't? Oh.
Oh well.
Catherine wants to know about the different electrolyte drops. What's the best way to take them?
Oh, I just take them with
In
flavored
water.
water. And the thing is, I just put them in like almost everything I drink. I just have them on my desk at work, or we have them in our cup cupboard. Every time we get a drink, we just throw some in there.
Yep.
And the MCT,
Magnesium.
drops, I'll take like a half a capful in the morning and a half a capful at night. I'll take more at night more often if I don't feel well, if I feel a little bit off, if I have a headache and leg cramps. I feel like I'm tired, but I'm not going to be able to fall asleep because my brain is moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to take the mag drops for, magnesium drops.
Yep.
Anyway, but the electrolyte drops or fasting drops you can just use all day long in any drinks. I put it in my soda, I put it in my water. I just keep using the electrolyte drops all the time. And then
Crystal Light.
I
or
never
whatever.
have headaches anymore because always have that. And it's crazy because you're just deficient in those things and you just don't know it.
Yeah. Somebody asked today, is there a maximum amount you can use? And I said, well, if I have a really bad headache, I will sometimes use 4 or 5 capfuls
And just fill
of the electrolyte drops before noon.
Yeah.
And
well, the thing is, like, your body can kind of be a guide and help you to know what you need. And so if you put a bunch of capfuls into a water bottle and you taste it and it tastes good to you, you need that salt and those minerals. And if you feel like it doesn't taste like anything, then you probably need some more.
Or it's like, it's salty, but it's like, yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Maybe I should add some more.
I'll put it in and it'll taste sweet to me. And that's the weirdest thing, when it tastes sweet, when I know I've added a ton of saltiness.
The mag drops, you say, sometimes taste sweet.
Yeah, well, and then I know I need it because it's making my body have a reaction to needing more of it. And then I'll drink it faster because my body wants it, and then I'll feel better. So it's interesting how your body does with those things. I take more electrolytes when we're traveling than on a normal time.
Oh yeah.
Because we're always dehydrated, we're in a weird place, we're not getting enough sleep, we're sitting on an airplane for hours, getting legs all stuck in a tiny space.
Orbiting Vermont because
seriously, like,
they
we don't
closed down
even
the
fly
airport.
far away. We fly only a couple little flights, but
Yeah.
I've got these giant legs and little tiny seat. Even if you pay for first class, like, is it
I've
worth
never
it?
flown
I've
first
never
class.
flown first class either.
I've
Is
never
it worth
flown
it? I don't
business
know.
class either.
I just think it's like, what, an inch more? My knee's gonna hit it anyway. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not really thinking about anything important, like anything at all.
Let's see. Patricia said, I'm buying all 3 starter bundles so I can get samples of all the flavors. You actually don't need all 3. So the classic and the gourmet have 17 of the 18 flavors. The starter bundle is kind of it just has 6 different from the other 2.
Like popular flavors, I guess
Yeah,
you'd say.
the more popular
But
flavors.
you could get it and then you'd have extra of the better ones. Like, that's what I would say if you wanted to get it, because you're going to get the free blender bottle.
Yeah.
So you could still get it, but you don't have to get it.
Yep.
You can get whatever you want. Get a high five. Not a high face.
Okay.
Okay, next thing. One person, Athleen, I think is her name, on Facebook's support group page today, said they're going to TGI Fridays for dinner and asked for help. And so a lot of people posted different things. And I think what you need to focus on when you're doing keto is think about the things you can have, the food you can have, not the things you can't have. Because you're just going to be unhappy missing the things you can't have. You're choosing to eat all these wonderful things: bacon, ribeye, brisket, burnt ends, beef ribs, wings, eggs,
sausage,
green vegetables, dairy or not dairy. You're choosing to eat these things to better your body and better yourself, and they're delicious. And so you need to think about doing what's best for your body, what you can have, not what you can't have.
Yeah.
And don't beat yourself up. Just, anyway.
Well, and that's really it's a lot healthier way of looking at a lot of stuff. You don't, if you focus on what you've lost instead of what you have, you're always going to be pining away from that.
Yeah, you're just going to be unhappy, and don't set yourself up for a disappointment. And then another thing that we were chatting about on that page, because we have a bunch of new people there, is, I lost my brain. It fell out.
You're talking about liking the stuff that you do, that you can
Yeah,
have?
but there was something else.
Oh.
Something
Catherine.
don't set yourself up for disappointment. Set realistic goals. So you want to lose 90 pounds. That's a wonderful long-term goal, right? What can you do now? What is a goal that you can meet now? I have a goal to write down my food for a week. Great. I have a goal to take my measurements every Monday. I have a goal to eat a really delicious keto meal on Sunday and to meet all of my goals up until then. And then I'll reevaluate, see how I'm doing, and go from there the week after. Make realistic goals so that you can accomplish them. Make something that you're going to hit so that you're not disappointed and then you don't set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Because I think you know, yeah, you want to lose 90 pounds. Wonderful. That's so great. And you probably will do it. That's your long-term goal, and you're going to get there. But along the way, what can you do in between? And don't just focus on weight. Focus on inches. Focus on how you feel. How's your brain feeling today? Did you wake up with a headache? No, because you're taking care of your body, and you're amazing. So don't give up. You got this.
And what do you do if you mess up?
You just start again. You just say, okay, well, I am keto. I'm doing this low carb. This is my life. And you have a French fry, and then you don't anymore because you just keep going because you're keto. You've decided that's what you are. That's what you're doing. That's your lifestyle. You just keep doing it.
Well, and I think it was Dr. Barry.
Yeah, it was Dr. Barry.
He said, you know, when you mess up, the best way to deal with that is act like it never happened.
Yeah, you just keep going on.
Don't stress about it.
Thing, and don't just say, "Oh, this is the thing that I did the worst." Like confessions. I hate confessions, honestly. Oh, I had something. I'm just gonna eat crap for the rest of the day.
Well, might as well. Today's already
and
shot.
then tomorrow be better. But that just sets yourself up for failure. And then you feel crappy all day. And then you're like, "Oh, I already feel crappy, so I'm gonna eat crap
Well,
this
I messed
day
up
too."
today, so the whole week is messed up.
One more day, you know. So that's the thing. Like, don't set yourself up for failure. You ate a French fry, and now you don't. So like, just a minute later, you're still keto. You're keto, and you just had a moment, and now you're done. Yeah. So, and then another thing Dr. Barry said that I've been thinking about a lot is, I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to lose fat.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose muscle. I don't want to lose limbs. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose bone mass.
You can amputate a leg, and you'll lose a lot of weight.
I don't want to lose hair. Like, there's a lot of things I don't want to lose. The thing that I want to focus on losing is fat. And so saying that you want to lose weight, you need to focus on what's more important, and that's losing fat. So.
Yeah, well, so we went on the low carb cruise, and my notes, I took a couple of them.
Oh, yeah, tell us.
Fat loss instead of weight loss. Mm-hmm. People were talking about, you have moderators and you have abstainers. Mm-hmm. So a moderator is someone who can eat a French fry and they'll be fine. An abstainer is where 1 is too many and 10 is not enough. That's me. I am an abstainer. If I eat any of it, I'm done. I will eat all the things. So, yeah, that's how I am. And then Dr. Barry was talking about, we need to stop calling it the keto diet, and we need to start calling it the proper human diet.
I'd forgotten about that.
I know, and I needed to get that into
proper human diet.
My nomenclature. It's like all the arguments about, well, you shouldn't eat that much fat, and that much protein is bad for you, and saturated fat, and red meat, blah, blah, blah. When you start framing it in the proper human diet, which is what it is, it changes the narrative a lot. Let's see. Catherine says mountain climbers have a goal of reaching the summit. As they're going, their immediate goal is that big rock 50 yards away. They reach that, like the next mark to reach. Yep. And just remember, it didn't take you 30 days to gain 20 pounds. Yeah,
it's been a lifelong journey you've been on.
Yeah.
And me too. I'm on it still. With my mom arms. I'm not gonna do it.
I hope I don't have mom arms. I've got dad bod.
Hey, I saw a really cute shirt. It said, "You call it dad bod, I call it father figure."
Hey, what's the difference between a piano and a fish?
I don't know.
You can't tune a fish. Sorry, Natasha. Sam knew the joke.
Okay, tell them my favorite one.
Oh, the favorite one?
Yeah.
What did the buffalo say to his kid when he went to college? Bye, son.
Bye, son.
Last year for Father's Day, Miriam got me a book of dad jokes.
Yeah.
Look, we're never going to win a war on drugs. It's hard enough to win a war off drugs. Okay.
Back to Keto Chow.
Okay, yeah. So we talked about this a little bit about mixing Do you melt the butter? So let's do that right now.
Yeah, where's the thingy?
Where's what thingy?
Never mind, I can't find it.
That thing?
No.
Okay.
I brought a Keto Chow blender bottle over here.
Did you?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. Okay,
it's probably on the floor.
let's say you want to make keto chow with butter.
Butter.
Okay, so if you want to do that, there's two ways you can do it. Well, there's a whole bunch of ways, but
All the ways.
the two major ways. If you want to make a single one, melt the butter, put it into a blender bottle. Don't try to melt butter in a blender bottle with the wire whisk. No, that will
That's
not
metal.
work. Yeah, it'll light
Hi,
up your
Emily.
microwave. But anyway, so melt butter, put a scoop of keto chow in there, and then put in some warm water. Shake it up. Not hot water. If you put hot water into a blender bottle and close it up, it is going to pop open and spray you with keto chow. And it was actually pretty funny. She had a really big smile on her face.
She was so cute.
There was a post on the Keto Chow Facebook support group of a lady who had went to shake up her keto chow, and the lid wasn't closed. And so she had keto chow in her hair, and it was all over her.
That was so awesome.
I've done that.
We should really give her a coupon. We should make a coupon just for her.
It was amazing.
It was funny.
Okay, so that's one way to mix up keto chow in a blender bottle. If you're just doing one, that works. And if you don't know how much keto chow to use, how much fat to use, start with a half a stick. You know, if you absolutely insist on me telling you how much to use a half a stick. You're going to get like 560 calories in that keto chow with a half a stick of butter. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's along with if you use 4 ounces or a half cup of heavy cream, it's about the same amount of calories as a half a stick of butter. The other way of mixing it up is using a blender. So you can either use like a Ninja or an immersion blender. When I do an immersion blender, I do 3 at a time. And if you watch our apparently weekly Instagram lives,
which we're gonna not do on Sundays.
Yeah, so you get a gallon pitcher, put a cube and a half of melted butter in there because it's 1 for each of the 3, or half a stick for each of the 3. 3 scoops of keto chow, add water, blend it with an immersion blender, pour some water over it to bring it up to the 2-quart line, blend it again, pour it into blender bottles. And then at that point, you can stick it in the fridge. And with the butter, because of the acacia gum, the fiber that we're using, once the butter is mixed, it doesn't separate.
Yes, 4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons is a half a stick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. I've never bothered
There's
to notice.
8 tablespoons in
Is there?
in a stick.
Are there?
Half is full.
Yes. That makes
8
sense.
minus 4.
So on the trips...
You got a Brazil! You're so lucky.
Oh, nice. So on the trips that we were doing, so when we went on the cruise, didn't even bother trying to bring keto chow along.
Yeah, it was like the first time since we started Keto Chow that we didn't have Keto Chow on a vacation.
Well, no.
Even in a little bit. Like usually we'll have a lot of food, but then we'll have Keto Chow.
It's the longest I've gone without keto chow, and it was a week and a half.
Yeah.
And
I
when
didn't have any either. I didn't have it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. So on other trips that we've gone on, we usually just bring along, so if I'm traveling alone on a trip or something like that, I'll just bring a bag of keto chow and either bring a bottle of avocado oil or buy one when I get there. And then I'll have a blender bottle, a bottle brush, and some soap.
Soap?
If we're traveling together with our family, we usually just find keto-friendly places to go out to eat. We go to Texas Roadhouse a lot.
Because we know what we can order there.
And Five Guys. But yeah, there's actually a post on, camping.
Camping?
Keto chow.
Yeah, camping.
Using keto chow while camping, hiking, traveling, etc. So,
oh, excuse me, I had a little yawn.
so that just gives some, I'll post that into the video.
Oh, that was a fun hike. How many miles did we go on that hike?
It was like 35.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was like a half a week long. Let's see.
We have not tried powdered butter ourselves. We've found that powdered butter usually has something else
So
we don't like.
the problem with powdered fats is you have to powder it using something.
Using an oil.
Well,
Or
using
a.
it's usually using a carbohydrate. You can do it using acacia gum, which works really well, but most of the time it's powdered on soluble corn fiber or it's powdered on maltodextrin. And if you look at
Or dextrose.
dextrose, which is
Maltodextrin.
well, it's dextrose is actually glucose.
So
It's the
that's not what we want to eat.
left-handed stereoisomer, I think, of glucose. So you don't want stuff powdered on a carbohydrate. It's a bit more. It's more easier to travel with, but it's just do it. Just do it with butter when you get there. Or just don't worry about it. Eat Keto Chow when you get back, or mix them up ahead of time. So tomorrow morning, I'm actually going to visit my daughters who are camping at a girls' camp. 2 of our daughters are doing keto, and the menu of the food that is all planned out. And I understand why they did this. They, the people who are planning it, you have to feed a lot of people, so most of the food is carbs. They have like bacon and eggs and hash browns for one meal, but then it's like
one meal is like pancakes, one meal is orange chicken. So like all of the ones that they could eat have some kind of sauce on it. So we just sent them with like a Costco plain chicken thing that they can pull apart and have with their vegetables.
Yep.
And then you know what? Do you want to take maybe a couple of Fox Hills Kitchen rolls?
For what?
For the hamburgers.
Is that tomorrow night?
I don't remember. I'll look it up.
I'm just planning on taking Keto Chow with me in a cooler.
Yeah. No, I mean for them, because they might want to have something else with their food.
Okay.
So we sent them with some yogurt and some of Taffy Oats granola.
Yep. But for me, I'm just going to take Keto Chow that I've already prepared.
Yep.
And that's good enough for
Well,
me.
and they have some that they've already, like we looked at the menu and they decided they wanted to have Keto Chow for this and this and this meal. So they have a few already. We probably already said that. I can't remember.
We said it on the Instagram live that we did before this.
So they have a cooler. They got permission to bring food.
Yeah,
so
outside food. Mm-hmm.
Which is great. One of the ladies that's helping with the camp is keto, and so she said, yeah, they can bring some food. So they've been really nice to them to let them bring food.
Emily said this Father's Day after hugging me hello, my nephew immediately asked if I had that shake with me. And could he please have some of it? LOL.
Aww.
And we talked about this on our last Facebook Live. It was kind of weird because we were doing it inside our camper and I was trying to hold the phone and it was shaky all over the place.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
But so kids and Keto Chow. Keto Chow is not designed for children, infants, pregnant women, or nursing mothers.
It's designed for the regular old adult.
That said, and Emily's asking the question, how do you feel about kids stealing your Keto Chow? Our children steal it all the time.
Because we think it's good for them.
Okay, so Keto Chow is designed, like a conscious, deliberate effort was made to make Keto Chow as nutritious as possible. We're using the best versions of the vitamins, not crappy precursor vitamins like beta carotene.
Anywhere.
We're getting like the actual version that humans as animals use. Okay?
Humans aren't animals.
Well, we've got animal cells, and our animal cells need vitamin D3, they need retinol, vitamin A, they need vitamin K2, specifically MK7.
Chris knows all the things.
I used to know all the things, but I've learned it. Mm-hmm. So Keto Chow is designed for nutrition. How many parents, and I am absolutely guilty of this, how many parents let their kids eat mac and cheese?
And that was the only thing they ate because they wouldn't eat anything else. Mac and cheese,
Doritos,
Cheetos,
dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets, soda. Is that stuff healthy for children?
Like, how good is that for your kid?
Okay, so people have no problem giving that junk to their kids. but for some reason
It's
there's
just
a
'cause
question.
It's a shake.
Yeah.
There's such a negative connection with shakes.
And the question came up:
Yeah.
is it too much nutrition for a kid? Probably.
They ate it 3 times a day. Yeah.
So what we will usually do when our youngest wants some,
He's 9.
we will pour it into a cup, and if he wants more, he can have more. And usually they have about a third of a Keto Chow, and they're like,
I'm full.
Which
But
is
our
great.
kids, most of our kids are adult sized because
Yeah.
they're teenagers and they have adult sized bodies. I mean, Max, the skinny one, he's still.
He'll down a full
adult
Keto
size.
Chow and eat more, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
he could eat like 10 pizzas because that's what teenage boys do. And I'm like keto pizzas. I'm talking about like the real deal. It's keto pizza.
Erin said she tried the chocolate with full fat canned coconut milk, so probably coconut cream.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It
a
was
melted Mounds bar.
Ooh, yummy.
So that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Using coconut oil and melted coconut oil and mixing up with
Yeah.
warm water, it gives it a distinct coconut flavor.
I want to make
also.
a pina colada. I keep saying that. I've said that for like 2 months now. You know why? It's because I don't ever make it. Let's next time when we make Keto Chow together, make me some pina coladas
Oh, with the
with the vanilla.
do we have pineapple flavor?
No, we have to order it.
Okay.
We'll order that next.
From O. So Tiffany wants to know, can you freeze Keto Chow like ice cream? Funny you should ask.
We just did
Today we
Today,
posted
Junior.
Amanda, who just commented.
Yeah.
Amanda Joy
Joy?
Bailey.
I
Bally.
don't think you say it that way.
Does it have an I?
Ball.
Oh, is it ball? I've been saying it wrong in my head this whole time, Amanda.
She's a ballet
I'm sorry.
dancer.
Amanda! We posted Amanda's recipe for doing a Keto Chow Wendy's Frosty, essentially is what it is. So you can do that, and it does freeze pretty good. If you allow it to freeze all the way,
Then it's really hard.
It will solidify because there's a lot of water in Keto Chow.
And salty.
Yeah. So Aaron wants to know, do we have any new flavors in the works? No. Not right now. Right now we're
Pina
working
colada I'm
on
making for myself.
Yeah, we're
With
working
vanilla.
on getting the current stuff that we have going.
And getting to our warehouse.
And getting into our new warehouse.
And getting you a high five.
High five.
A high five.
Donna says, I got 2 people at work to try it and they ordered the sample pack the same day. It definitely makes
Thank
the day
you.
fun when we're all talking about our different mixes.
Thanks
so
for
we
giving
had,
me friends.
I'm trying to remember
Do you have
what her
anything
name
else
is.
What?
One of the ladies on the Keto Chow support group, she has a whole bunch of accents in her name.
Oh, I don't know what her name is. It starts with a T.
Yeah,
Her
she
name is Talelu.
has clients.
I don't actually know what her name is.
And she said that she was talking to one of her
Sorry,
clients who, hey, Julia's on.
Yeah, she wants to try strawberry.
She was talking to one of her clients about nutrition, and her client was kind of like reticent to tell her. She's like, actually, I've been drinking this meal replacement shake that it's called Keto Chow. She was like, what? I drink that too! And so they had this great conversation, and it's kind of funny. So apparently Keto Chow's in North Carolina.
Yay! You know who else is in North Carolina?
Who?
Christine Sullivan.
Oh, yeah.
She's adorable. You
She
should
is.
buy her cookbooks too. Christine Sullivan. Oh, speaking of cookbooks, did I already say this? Jimmy Moore's new cookbook just came out today.
Oh, yeah.
Heather Rushin, is that the recipe person?
I don't know.
We can post a link to that too. Everybody go buy it because books are awesome, and Jimmy is awesome, and Heather is awesome. I'm excited to try some new cookbooks. I mean, the new recipes.
It is Heather Rushin.
I don't know how to say it.
Apparently, I can't say anybody's
But
name
anyway,
tonight.
she's a cute girl.
I can say Julia's name.
Yeah, you can. You got this.
I can't say anybody else's name.
Hi, Tiffany.
So, California. Is that thing still around?
I was born in California.
Yeah, I've been to California many times. So,
That's for the book. That's
Marianne.
a good book, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's the link to the
You
cookbook.
should actually say words with your links.
Words
What the crap?
with my links.
Okay, let's say something on the paper.
Hold on. Tiffany wants, or Marianne Santa Maria says, thinking about getting started. What's the best way to get started?
Buy some Keto Chow.
So the starter bundle.
The starter bundle has a free blender bottle in it.
Yep.
And you can get free shipping, but you just have to buy the starter bundle.
Yeah, it comes with 6 samples.
That are delicious.
1 meal each of 6 different flavors. And it's a good way to get started. You're able to try some of the more popular ones. Yeah.
You said mine, and that's not easy.
What,
What did
Erin?
you say? Trey.
Trey?
You said
Yeah,
right?
her name.
Oh, Trey.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
It's because it's spelled smartly.
Don says I made ice cream in an ice cream maker and it worked great. With mint chocolate and heavy whipping cream. I actually, so Miriam bought me the ice cream maker.
Yeah.
And I had a mint chocolate chip, or mint chocolate Keto Chow
Chocolate
made with
mint.
butter. Chocolate mint, there
That's
you go.
why you're getting confused.
Yes, that is why I'm getting confused. And I put it in the ice cream maker, and it actually, it turned it more into
It was
kind
like
of
a crystally.
yeah,
What is it? What is that?
a Wendy's Frosty. It was more like a Wendy's
No,
Frosty.
it was like a. It was like.
It was like sherbet is what it
It
was.
was delicious.
It was good. It would have probably been better with heavy cream instead of.
Yeah, because it was buttery.
Yeah, it was very
So-
buttery. It was still very good.
Yeah.
Aaron says, not sure if it's the intermittent fasting or the Keto Chow, but I pulled a 1.82 glucose ketone index today.
Oh.
The lower the number is, the better, by the way. Kind of hoping it's the Chow. Okay.
I'm kind of just saying you're awesome, Aaron.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever it is, keep it up.
Let's see. What's the next one?
Fellow Keto Chow friend Tyler posted his success story on our success story page today, and he has lost 100 pounds on keto. Good job, Tyler. I just wanted to tell you all to look at his story because he's a nice guy, and it was really nice of him to share his story with us. If anybody else has a Keto Chow success story, we want to hear it.
Yeah, there's a form right on, and I just posted the link. There's a form right on the success stories page that you can fill out that says, how long have you been doing keto? How long have you been doing Keto Chow?
And people can learn from your stories.
Yeah.
We actually, during Dr. Barry's talk on the low carb cruise, he said he challenged everybody to share your story because there's somebody who can relate to you and they need to hear it.
Yeah.
And I think that is kind of why we're doing this. I mean, we're trying to help people improve their lives. And if I would have had a mom who was my age when our son Max was having seizures, who was on Instagram, and well, probably not then because I wasn't really on Instagram then, but
Yeah.
if somebody would have shared their story about how they had got their son on the ketogenic diet and helped him with his seizures, I could have had a different time
Yeah, so
of it with his seizures. And
we
so,
would have gotten started not 5 years earlier on keto.
well, and my mom maybe wouldn't have died. Like, just dumb, like,
From cancer.
stuff that we could have had this then. And granted, what's the point of I wish then, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it doesn't help. But, I mean, what if, you know?
Yeah. So now we're trying to help other people.
Yeah, so share your story. So yeah, share your story with us, share your story with anybody, and hopefully somebody can relate to you and change their
Yep.
life because of you. That's what Dr. Berry said.
Yep. And Cheryl wants to know if we the ones that started Keto Chow? Yes.
We are the ones that started Keto Chow. It's
Originally
our
it was-
baby. We
yeah.
have 7 children. Keto Chow is the babiest of.
Yep.
It's such a baby.
So I started it all. Miriam has been more than instrumental.
I'm so helpful.
She is. I just posted a link to the Why We Make Keto Chow. It has kind of the story behind how Keto Chow started and why we make it and why we're so invested in it, and a little bit about our son who had epilepsy, all of that. So it's a good read. Check it out.
Yep, and I was out of the picture for a long time, just behind the scenes, because Chris wanted to protect me from internet bullies or whatever, or who knows what.
The internets.
Yeah. Now people make fun of me for chewing gum.
We did an Instagram live. We started it, and Miriam was chewing gum. And they're like, I can't get past the chewing gum.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help people change their lives.
That's right.
I'm just, not perfect.
Wait. We're people?
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
Dogs are people too.
No, they're not.
Is there anything else? I'm sorry.
There was one last thing.
We are going to start a Keto Chow recipe challenge in
Making
a little while.
recipes using Keto Chow.
Yes, making recipes using Keto Chow. So we want to have you submit, so be thinking and making cool recipes, and then take some pictures, write it all up, submit it to us. We'll have a winner. We'll have
Be a contest, right?
an ultimate prize package.
Which we don't even know what it is yet.
We can make it up.
This is something that
You
Miriam
can give
has
us
been.
suggestions.
This is something that Miriam's been talking back and forth with some of the ladies that help her out with the social media.
Mm-hmm.
So Miriam and I work together on a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that Miriam handles that, and there's a lot of stuff that Chris handles.
He handles all the stupid stuff.
And I think Miriam handles all the stupid stuff. So we're very well suited
works
for the
out.
jobs that we do. Yeah. So she does the jobs that she does, and I do the jobs that I do, and we've divided up the duties quite well. So we're very happy with that arrangement. But yeah,
What was the point of what you were saying?
that you guys have been discussing the.
Yes. The ultimate Keto Chow challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, recipe challenge.
Amanda wants to know, can she participate?
Yes, you can, and then we'll make you win. Oh, no.
I don't know, Amanda. Somebody might give you a run for the money.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Well, I just think it'd be fun. It's fun to
Yeah.
see what people come up with, and we'll be able to give out a awesome sauce prize, and we'll think of what it is. The chickens are outside making noise. Can you hear them?
Yeah, they are.
They're like outside the door, like, hello. Will you pay attention to me?
Yep.
Please. You know why? Because the girls have been gone for 2 whole days.
No, Ruth and Kate have been gone for like
1 whole day.
5 whole hours. And we had baby chickens. They're getting a lot bigger.
They're with the big chickens now. It's so funny because they'll run around together. The three
of
little
them.
ones run around together. And then one of the big ones, the one that's at the head of the pecking order, will chase them. Like, get out of here. It's so funny. She doesn't like them because I think she wants to show them who's boss. But they don't hurt each other. So
Yep.
The berries have peacocks? What?
What?
I want a peacock.
Meow, meow, meow.
Aren't they obnoxious?
Yeah, that's the noise they make.
When I was a little kid, there was somebody who had a peacock down their lane, and we just like to see it every time we go to the elementary school. Did you see the peacock? I didn't see the peacock. What if it's dead?
So Nikhil, I might have just murdered that, wants to know, what new flavors do you have in the pipeline? Right now, we do not have any in the pipeline. Just because we're getting the flavors that we have established and we're moving first. And why is chocolate peanut butter the best flavor?
Because
I don't know if it's the best flavor,
it's delicious.
but it is. Oddly enough, the chocolate peanut butter is quite simply
It's
the
chocolate with
peanut flour. Now it's special peanut flour, so I when I first started messing around with it, it was just PB2 or PB Fit powdered peanut butter.
But both of those things have sugar in them.
They have sugar in them,
Yeah.
and they're also defatted. They
And we
have
want fat and no sugar.
because the flavor.
So nothing against PB2. We just don't want sugar, and we want fat.
Say hi to Debbie.
Bring on the fat. Debbie, hi!
So the flavor of peanut butter is in the fat. The
Yes,
peanut oil
yes.
is what has
That's why it's
the
good.
flavor.
Because
So yeah, I mean, that's why it's good.
fat.
So
Fat.
I found a manufacturer in Georgia. You have to actually order it directly from them. That has so most peanut flour is like 14% fat. I found some stuff that's 28% fat
Yeah, it's fat.
and is the right color roasted. It's fantastic stuff.
Doesn't have any sugar in it.
No sugar.
No
It is
sugar.
quite literally
It's just
ground
peanuts.
peanuts. So The chocolate peanut butter is chocolate plus
The peanut flour.
28% light roast peanut flour.
Yep, that's it.
You can buy that peanut flour in a smaller bag from a company called Bird Mill, BYRD Mill.
I thought it was with an S, Bird's Mill.
No, it's BYRD.
Do you get it on Amazon?
No, they don't sell it on Amazon. They only sell it on their website, and it's very expensive. They sell it in 1 and 5 pound bags.
We get them in 50-pound bags.
We buy it in 50-pound bags. And actually, Bird Mill just buys the 50-pound bags and repackages them.
Oh.
So, but you can get it from them like that. We actually buy it by the pallet. But yeah. But anyway, so you can, we don't have a sample right now of the chocolate peanut butter, which sucks because the fat from the peanut flour
It's just hard.
clogs the machine. What you can do is you can take a sample of the chocolate and add like a tablespoon of PB2 or PB Fit, and it tastes almost that.
Yep,
Like
it tastes good.
The chocolate peanut butter keto chow will just have fewer carbohydrates and more fat. But it tastes like melted Reese's Pieces.
And a lot of
Peanut
people
butter cup.
say that you can't have peanuts on keto, and that is just fine.
That's your
If
choice.
you want to have peanuts, have peanuts. If you don't want to have peanuts, don't have peanuts. You choose what you put in your mouth.
And the interesting thing is, there's no one way, one ring to rule them all. Although if there was one, it'd be an aura. Just saying.
I can't even turn mine around.
Boop, bink. There is no one way to do keto. Different people are in different metabolic states and have different
times.
bodies and have different tolerances for different stuff. There are some people who absolutely, under no circumstances, can have nightshades,
Yeah, my dad gets sick every time he has tomatoes.
which means
So
no
he just
tomatoes,
doesn't eat them.
no jalapenos.
And some people can't have dairy, and everybody knows about dairy allergies.
Yeah.
And that's sad for them, but that's how they live their life, and that's okay.
Yeah. Some people do fine with dairy.
We don't eat bread. It's something we chose not to do.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, different people are in a different state. And so there's no such thing as the keto police.
Yep.
And so we are running an ad, in case you didn't know. We have an ad on Facebook
Yep.
where a wee little witch is telling people about Keto Chow. And we get a lot of awesome comments. I actually had a lady today who said, as a witch who's doing keto, she's like, I think this ad is amazing.
Yay!
And I said, funny enough, we get a couple people who are mad because they're they say that they're witches and they don't like us using witches in our ad. And she's like, well, that's stupid. I'm like, I wasn't going to say it, but... And today, I actually had someone say, this is deeply offensive to me.
Yeah, people just
And I
don't
was
like
like,
stuff. And
sorry. Anyway, but we get a lot of people who jump on and say,
it's just really fun.
you know, this isn't keto. You can't do blah, blah, blah with keto. You can't have a shake and do keto. You can't do
have
this.
bread, dairy. You
You
can't
can't have-
have
Yeah.
whatever. Heavy cream. People don't drink heavy cream, and that's okay. That's a choice they made. Good for you. For making the choice that's best for you.
Yep.
The choice that's best for me is not the choice that's best for you. That's why we all have our free agency.
Yeah, well, we have our ability to choose. Now, here's one of the I don't know if you're new to all of this. Back at the beginning of 2019, I did a 100 days of only keto chow, nothing else, for my food challenge. Some of that was to do cool experiments, learn about how different fats react in the body. I actually talked about that earlier in the live. I've learned a lot of interesting stuff about MCT oil. But along with that, I wanted to thoroughly prove that Keto Chow is sustainable for a ketogenic diet in meat. Coolly enough, Beverly came along for the ride and also did a 100-day challenge.
That is adorable.
And throughout the thing, I was getting blood tests, I was checking my blood ketones. For the 100 days, my average blood ketones were 3.0. which is really high,
Yeah.
like crazy high.
Which means you should have had a really smart brain right now.
I did have a really smart brain. But the thing about it is,
You're right.
having super high ketones, it doesn't necessarily mean it's better. It just, in my case, it meant, with beyond a shadow of a doubt, that what I was eating was conducive to a ketogenic diet.
Which means you have ketones and
Yep.
less glucose.
Yep. So every time someone says, that's not keto, I'm like, here's the data.
I was listening to the Two Keto Dudes podcast today, and the
Uh-huh.
first thing he said was a ketogenic diet is when you
Any diet
any diet
that causes a state of
causes you to be in a
ketosis.
state of ketosis, and it's like, you know what? That could be a few diets.
Yeah. Fasting is ketogenic.
And the thing is, with the metabolic flexibility of a younger person, they can have higher carbs because they can be ketogenic with the higher carbs because they're so metabolically flexible. Like our children who are very healthy.
Yeah.
So,
Amanda says you can't please everyone. Trey says that's the best video I've ever seen. That's what turned me on to Keto Chow.
woo!
Patricia says I found you guys because of that. And Emily laughed about the keto police.
Oh, yes. And Debbie, if you're still here, I have Swiss cheese on one of my fingernails.
Two of your fingernails. Debbie actually said, I love the salted caramel and the chocolate and the eggnog and the orange creamsicle. Patricia said, and names all 18 flavors. There's 21 flavors, not counting base powder, by the way.
Yeah.
That makes 22. And Dracena says, this witch loves the fact that you have a witch in your commercial. Oh, Debbie Stokes says she found the yogurt at Target.
Target. Why would I ever get food at Target? I don't know. I like the dollar section at Target.
Nikki wants to know, where did you get your blood test done during the 100-day challenge? Is it really expensive?
LabCorp.
I did it at LabCorp. It was very expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
So I was doing it once a week.
It's like $100 a time.
No, it was. I was getting the discount wholesale rate that a doctor pays.
Mm-hmm.
The retail rate was $300 a test.
Wow, and Keto Chow paid for that? Thanks, Keto Chow.
Yes, Keto Chow did.
Actually, I don't care. It's good. Research.
Quest Pizza, only at Target. Interesting.
Oh, you know,
I'll have to check that out.
what was the other Quest thing that came out recently that we didn't try yet? Some Quest.
They have the cookies. I don't know.
I don't know what it was.
I did a lot of Quest stuff when I very first started keto.
Well,
now I'm doing a lot of meat and
I know we pretty
Keto
much
Chow.
just eat meat. We hardly even eat vegetables. For dinner, we already said this.
oh yeah, we
We
had
had pulled pork and folios.
which are. Did you put those away yet?
I put it away.
Oh,
Sammy
it's
got it
basically a cheese tortilla.
No, it's just cheese flat. It's just cheese.
It's a cheese tortilla.
It's not a tortilla. There's nothing in it but cheese.
It's a wrap. All right, so we've gone
We're
on
done.
quite a long time. Thank you everybody for joining us.
Have a lovely
We
day.
do
Have a
these
lovely
once.
evening.
Do.
Doodly doo.
Yep.
Doodly doo.
We do these once a week, every Tuesday at 7:30.
7:30.
Apparently, there's like a State of the Union going on right now. So the people
Oh.
all you guys that are watching this,
Why
you
are we watching
shirking.
the State of the Union?
I don't think I've ever watched a State of the Union.
Don't we care about our country?
We do care about our country, but I don't need to watch it live as they're saying
We go
it.
to our caucus meetings.
We do.
I
But
did.
I'd rather. So I don't like watching baseball. Sorry for all. Baseball is a lot of fun to play, but I don't want to watch it.
I've never seen you play baseball.
Oh, we.
Except at your bachelor party.
Yeah, we played kickball for my
That
bachelor
wasn't
party.
baseball. He got a bunch of little kids and
Yeah.
brought them to his bachelor party.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a really fun bachelor party at the
Yeah.
park.
At the
with
park.
like homemade root beer, which had real sugar in it because we weren't keto back then.
Yep.
Let's make homemade root beer here with no sugar.
Deb says I don't like to watch golf either. Are you kidding? No, sorry. For all you who like to play golf, you like to watch golf, you're crazy.
Yeah, where is
Anyway.
Blaine today? He's shirking.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to put him in timeout. He's
He's
probably
gonna-
watching the State of the Union.
He probably is, or whatever is
Good
going
job,
on.
Blaine.
Good job, Blaine.
Hey everybody, have a lovely evening. I already
Perfect
said
way to
that.
put me to sleep, yes. All right, so thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Keto Chow. It's not just a protein shake, it's a complete meal.
Miriam likes saying the tagline.
Not a protein shake, it's a complete meal.
I It's more than a protein shake. You said it right the first time.
No, I put a just in there. There's no just.
Okay.
More than a protein shake. It's a complete meal.
Okay. All right.
You go.
Good night, everybody. Sweet. Good night, Wesley. Good work.
Most likely kill you in the morning.
What's the worst part of doing keto? The meal prep. Come in, children.
Wow.
Don't worry, they're free range. Your body has two options when it comes to burning energy. Sugar or fat.
Ooh.
And Michelle Obama hates both of them. Keto is a high-fat, ultra-low-carb diet designed to get your body burning its own fat instead of burning sugar. It's not witchcraft, it's science. But it is as exhausting as it sounds, especially when you live in a house made of sugar and carbs. To prep new keto meals, you have to find a recipe, fly to the store! Not find everything, fly home! Order more ingredients online, wait for the ingredients to arrive, cook your meal, take one bite, immediately throw it into the garbage. Congratulations, you just spent 1 week making food you hate. What you really need is a quick, customizable, and easy keto meal replacement for when your other food options aren't ready. Introducing Keto Chow. It's the fully customizable meal replacement that makes keto easy. It doesn't matter if you're a wee witch or a noble knight.
Oh, hello!
Keto Chow makes it easy to get the right nutrition.
Oh, thank you.
Before Keto Chow, I never used to get attention from knights like this.
It's delicious!
I have no interest in him. It's just nice to be wanted. That's an old picture. With the flick of a wand, Keto Chow takes just seconds to prepare. Simply add the fat of your choice. Oh, not you, Hansel. Add the fat of your choice, a scoop of Keto Chow, water, and shake. And 1 serving of Keto Chow has as low as a half gram of net carbs and gives you a third of your daily nutrients, including electrolytes, vitamins, protein, and more. Meaning you don't have to weigh, measure, and track food intake like a crazy person. So if you feel like keto's been a curse but want magical results, click the link to order your Keto Chow sampler pack today. We'll even throw in free shipping and a free blender bottle. And if you don't absolutely love it, we'll get ya a full refund. If you're thinking to yourself, which please, this can't be real, it is. Just trust the thousands of 5-star reviews on Facebook, Amazon, and Google Shopping. Like this one. As someone who is not willing to weigh, measure, and track food intake, Keto Chow helped me reach my goals effortlessly and was key to losing 50 pounds in 4 months. Beverly J. And check out all these other satisfied customers. Do you have to have Keto Chow for every meal? No, I can still have all the other keto foods I love, like eggs, bacon, sausage, steak, griddle, cheese. So many, in fact, it's hard to keep track of them all. Where's your brother?
He's in the water closet.
Hope he's not eating the toilet. Just use Keto Chow when you want an easy meal you don't have to think about. Like when you're out and about.
Look! Get her!
Deal with it!
Or when you're on the run. Keto Chow comes in 18 delicious flavors. And in a third-party blind taste test with 5 of the leading keto shakes, Keto Chow outperformed all of the competitors in appearance, flavor, texture, and overall impression.
It's a buy.
Oh, a little this way. A little more. Oh, close enough. It's even more delicious than the revenge body you get from using it. You hear that, wizard?
Dang, she looks hot. You fool!
So order your Keto Chow today and replace meal prep night with something way more fun. Not him.
Can we burn this witch?
How do you know she's actually a witch?
Well, she's trying to eat our children.
Well, look, it looks like her. Well, this looks nothing like her.
They say a drawing adds 10 pounds.
Hey. Head over to ketochow.xyz to order your Keto Chow today.